and then literally just peel.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm actually not gonna be eating. If you guys saw my Instagram, I was asking you guys pretty much if you guys want to see like a whole behind the scenes of the whole RIA cases. So yes, I am in my little office area right now. The cases in the back, and yeah, I'm on the computer. But so I'm gonna do a whole little behind the scenes. I even asked you guys on Instagram what like you guys want to know about it. So yeah, I have those written down, and I'm gonna be kind of trying to do a whole little case today, like from the beginning to end, so you guys could kind of see that too while I'm answering you guys' questions. Before this video starts, I want to say thank you to the people that are able to comment in my previous video. Thank y'all, love y'all. One of the first questions was why I started selling phone cases. Mainly it was to just have like a small little business at home kind of thing. Originally I just wanted to start doing like clothing. I wanted to do like funny t-shirt kind of stuff, like even like this, like, you know, like I love stuff like this. You guys will see me like rocking stuff like this all the time. So I wanted to start something like that. I wasn't really sure what I exactly wanted to do, but just like customized shirts, even like this. I feel like the same thing I'm doing with phone cases I wanted to do with t-shirts, which I'm not saying I'm not gonna do. Maybe I feel like I still want to do that later on in the future, and I feel like this was like a little step to like what I really want to do. I'm already liking the phone cases, like the whole customized doing things like this. Like, I don't know, I thought this was dope, and I actually just found this and I made it for myself, but I want to do things like this. And especially I've talked to my brother. If you guys know my brother, he is a tattoo artist. So I've told him like, dude, I want to come up with designs, or like obviously in my head, and he like make them as into like phone cases, and like how I said, in the future t-shirts. But yeah, mainly it was just to have like a small little business. Talking about why the business, a lot of people also want to know why is it RIA cases. And if you guys don't know, my name is Renteria, and pretty much RIA is in Renteria. Yeah, that was just seriously like the simplest thing. Like I couldn't really think of anything else to come up with, and that's what I came up with, and that was it, and I stuck with it. Really quickly, I know I'm gonna get back to the questions, but I want to make a case real quick. I'm not sure if I want to make it for myself or just make a random case and probably like give it away. But the only thing about giving it away phone case is if you guys don't like the image, then what's the point of winning it, you know? I might just make the image, make the phone case. Or I also got orders I gotta make, so I'll probably like throw in some of those, but I don't wanna show any like customers like images, because what I do a lot is also like I'll get images from like family members or like little collages of family members, and I'll make those into phone cases. And if you guys follow my Instagram, if you guys don't follow the Instagram on RIA cases, I'll leave it down below. Most of those are just like family members, so I don't want to show like the faces or anything like that. I don't know, it's just for privacy, you know, reasons. I'm gonna still be making a couple of orders, and I'll throw this random case that I'm gonna be making within those orders. Since I do like custom orders, a lot of people, I feel like they're not exactly sure how I do it or what I do, but I could even do like, and I've done it before, where I do a background of an image that like, I think one person did like the whole hearts background, and they put a family member's image like in front, like, you get me? I'll kind of show you guys probably later on, I don't know. Another question was, do I have employees? And honestly, I have one of the best employees, myself. And that's it, that's all. There's no one else. The only thing I could say, I could greatly, like, big thank you to Myra, because I can't take nice, cute pictures, and it's hard for me to like come up with, I don't have like that, how do you say, that look for things. I'll take pictures of something and I'll show her like, oh, is this cool to like post? And she was like, oh my god. And I've done it before. I'll post something and she was like, oh, you could have done that a little bit different, or this and that. When she does like a picture for me, or she gives me like, oh, you should do this with the case or this, I was like, it just comes out so much better. And a big thank you, because honestly, I suck when it comes to like things like that. I wanted to come with I wanted to come up with this image I had the other day, and I'm gonna probably try to turn the computer around. Wow. I'm gonna try to turn, sorry folks, it's like 9 in the morning. I'm gonna try to turn the camera around and show you guys, and hopefully it picks it up good with the camera, because I don't know how to screen record with the laptop or desktop. And I know I've seen videos of people like when they do like tutorials and they do like a whole screen recording of the desktop, but I don't know how to do it. And I tried to search it up and I couldn't just figure it out. But either way, I was just like, I just need to film because I haven't filmed in like 2+ weeks and I need to do it. And that's another thing too, like, it probably was a question, but I only marked a couple of questions down, but how I balance probably RIA cases with my YouTube and the whole renteria, and then still helping out Myra with her main YouTube. It's a big difference for everything, but we get it done. Okay, this is one of the little software things that I use, EpicMunke. It actually is really amazing, and this is Spotify. I really love just listening to music. I'm not gonna put music now, but when I'm just down here in my little vibe, I just put on some music and go off on working. That's where I design my little stuff. And on here, this is how I could add like little text, whatever, just like, I don't know. Whoops, oh my God, I just totally hit the camera. Hold on, I'm trying to like type and the camera's in the way or whatever. You know, like, yeah, so supposedly whatever, boom, Brian, haha, okay. So I got this little dude as an image the other day and I wanted to make him as a little case, just like boom. I don't know, I thought this would just be dope, just like the alien, and then changing the color of the background as to a different color. And I figured out with these 3 colors, like I want to do like pink, purple, and then like a baby blue, whatever. Honestly, this is kind of like pretty much all the cases are. Like even on here, let me just show you guys really quickly. And I'm sure you guys have probably seen this case before, and it's the little heart one. Oh, but is it this one? Oh, no. And I'm pretty sure you guys already know which case I'm talking about, but it's literally just the hearts. And all I pretty much did was add the heart and then duplicate that into a bigger heart. And obviously on the case, you guys probably have seen it where it just like overlaps heart continuously until the whole screen is kind of filled with it. Another question was how I designed the cases, and this is kind of like how I do it. I literally just go on EpicMunke, create the case. On that as well, this whole little frame area, it has to be like a nice high quality, so when I transfer it to print for the cases, it comes out like nice and crisp instead of very pixelated. This is actually going to be a case that I'm going to want to do, and I'm going to want to probably do, like I said, these 3 colors. But if you guys want, help me out, name it down in the comments below, because I have no name for it. I kind of want to do like come in peace, or I don't know. So yeah, help me out with that case. The little alien one, I thought it was dope. Probably a lot of people don't. And that's the good thing about it too, because just whatever you guys see online doesn't mean that's all I have. As much as I could create cases with pictures of your guys' like family members or anything like that, if you guys have a certain image that you guys found that you guys like, and I've done like the Louis Vuitton, I've done, what else, Playboy bunny one, I've done, I don't know, I've done a couple of little things. If you guys are looking for something like that, just DM me on the RIA Cases IG. I'll get you guys. With that being said, the only thing that I also saw in the questions, is it only iPhone? And as of right now, yes it is. And another question was, why haven't I done Samsung, or what is it, Samsung Galaxies or Notes, or I'm dead serious, I don't even know the difference of them. And I feel that's a major thing too, because I've been kind of like looking into it, but I was like seeing that Galaxy comes out with like 10 phones a year, so I was just like, huh, like it's just a lot. And I was talking to my supplier, and they have some cases, I guess not all phones have like a sublimation case, but that's one thing too, because when I receive these things, let me just show you guys over here really quickly of how the phone cases are. Alright, so pretty much this is where I have all my phone cases. It's pretty much just all iPhone, like I said. And it starts off from iPhone 7. If you guys know iPhone, the iPhone 7 and iPhone 8 and the iPhone SE are the same size. So these are all pretty much that. Then 7 and 8 Plus, X, XR, XX Max, boom, 11, 11 Pro, 11 Pro Max, 12 Mini, 12 Pro, 12 Pro Max. And then it goes into black, the 7, all the way pretty much the same way, all the way across. These are pretty much how I storage them as well, because another question was, how do I storage the phone cases? And pretty much I just try to separate them all, one by color of black and white, and then from the sizes. As of right now, that's working actually really great.
and let me guys show you guys my old cases. Okay, so these are the older cases that I have. Silver glitter galore, pink glitter galore, black soul, you know, continuously going on. But I don't really do these so much anymore because I'm just so much into the sublimation ones right now, like the whole, like, handmade ones, I guess you could say.
So another question was, what machines do I use? And just very quickly, if anyone's into making sublimation cases or anything sublimation, it's actually a specific printer you need and certain heat elements you need. Well, I use a heat press, but there's different ones for tumblers and yeah. But for the phone cases, let me just show you guys a couple of machines that I use because it's a good little amount. Besides obviously the computer, other than that, to make the cases, what I use is a sublimation ink printer. And there's a lot of like super expensive ones, which is like Sawgrass and all that. But as well, I feel like the Epson, well, the one I have is the Epson ET2720. And you actually make that one into a sublimation printer. Let me just show you guys really quickly this printer. Okay, so this is the Epson E720, as y'all could kind of see, yeah. But this is the little ink bottles they have, but this is not the actual ink that it came with. I actually had to put different ink into this because when you put in the ink, it has these certain little keys. Let me just, oh, opposite way. Ha. So you can't just put any ink in there. It has to have this like kind of little tap on top in order to put the ink in. If not, you can't just inject it in, you know? This regular printer, it actually just has like obviously regular ink for regular printing. So you actually have to switch off this. You have to switch off the regular ink into the sublimation ink and then pour it in, and then yeah, you're good. And then this is the second printer I have. This is the Brother, I forgot what model it is, but this is just strictly just for the packing slips and regular printing that I need to do, just, you know, letters, whatever it is. Nothing to do with the actual sublimation transfer papers kind of stuff. Okay, and in order to make the shipping labels, this is the Dymo XL printer. Let me just kind of show you without showing any information, I guess. Like kind of like little shipping labels, you know. This is a more expensive one. I know even people say it's like a bad one or whatever, but I already bought it. It's too late, but you could find so many more different ones online. But this was, I think, like $250. So yeah, it was kind of expensive, but I like it. It's very worth it for me. And last but not least, this is the heat press that I use. I think it's the Signature M series one. But yeah, I like it because once you press it, boom, you know, and then this gets really hot. This gets up to, I think I have it set up to 380 degrees. So it's very, very hot. So if you're trying to grab something from very far back, your knuckles are really close to that. So I love it that it just slides out and you don't have to really worry about tapping anything. When it's all the way right here, it's like a little closer. So yeah, so I like that. This is amazing. And then Teflon sheet so it doesn't mess up your stuff. And then I'll show you guys how I deal with this in a minute. And now finally, probably like the best question is, can we see you make a case? And yes, of course, let me quickly get a case. And then as well, let me show you guys how these cases work. So when I order these, this is pretty much what comes in. It's the blank case. This is like a little sticky pad. I just like kind of pull it off. Let me just kind of show you guys. It won't mess it up if I just kind of pull back. And this is very sticky, but yeah, you just leave that alone. And then in the back, this is the actual plate that you sublimate your image on. But it has, you can't really tell, but it has like a thin plastic layer, and before you sublimate, you take that off. It will still sublimate when you press it, but it is a very sketchy. Always try to remember, take it off. I've thrown it away, and if you guys have seen me on Instagram, I have thrown several cases away. And that is funny because honestly, I don't know anybody that has done anything like this. So throughout this whole experience, anything that has gone on is my first time doing it. I have to trash it, I have to throw it away, and it's just a lesson. Always try to remember to take that off because it will still go through, but it goes like a little blurry, like the smallest amount of blurriness to it, and then it's a little harder to take off after because you don't want that plastic piece on there. So yeah, always remember to take that off. The phone grips are pretty much the exact same thing. It's a little, I don't even know what's this thing called, but you know, the little plate that you sublimate on, and then your little phone grip. And I got those also in black and white, just like the cases. And you know what, I have an order coming in, and I'm really excited for it because it's those little back wallet things where you just have your ID and like credit card in it. And honestly, for me, I feel like that's gonna be perfect because in my wallet, all I have is my ID and my card. So I don't need anything else. So I feel like that's gonna be perfect for me, and I'll have to wear it, like have this big old chunky wallet that has nothing in it anymore, because I feel like nobody carries money as much anymore, you know? Like everybody's just card ID. So I'm having those coming in pretty soon, and I could do the same thing where I could put like an image, and I can't wait for that because I'm gonna design something for myself. And yeah, obviously I'm gonna put those up on sale as well. So, okay, let's get to this phone case. I guess I'm gonna remake myself, not remake, but make a different phone case for myself. I'm gonna finally get rid of this one. Who wants it? I'll give it to them. But either way, I have the 12 Pro Max case, obviously with the plate. I'm gonna make the alien case one. So let me just quickly just kind of size it more to where I have my case. Hold on. For this one, if you guys remember the whole little alien, I was gonna do the pink, purple, blue, but for myself, that feels like, I don't want pink, purple, or blue, so I'll probably just do black. And just let me show you guys really quickly. Y'all see that? That's dope. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And see, that's like a perfect example, like how I was saying. I could change up the colors with these to anything you guys really want. So if you guys want a specific color, just let me know and I'll do it. After I'm fine with what the image is, like on EpicMunke, I save that image and then I transfer it over to where I wanna actually print it. And then I have to size that to the actual phone. And let me just show you guys, on the phone cases, obviously each phone case, like let me just show you. So iPhone 7, 12 Pro Max, you know, like obviously the image is gonna be so much different. So what I did after, like I said, several mistakes and several trashed iPhone cases, I wrote myself a little cheat sheet for I can't mess up anymore. And each one of them, is it kind of focused? Each one of them have the little sizes of each case. So the next time I get an order and it's like, oh, I need an XR, boom, I already know what size it is and I don't have to friggin' mess up anything anymore. That has saved me so many times. In the beginning it was a little harder, but I'm getting there, folks. And you know what, like right now I'm in a little corner in the garage, and this is only the beginning, yo. It's gonna get so much bigger. I'm just gonna keep on working and keep on growing. Let me bring you guys back to this screen again, just to show you guys what I kind of do. Okay, so this is the case. Anytime you're doing sublimation, and let me just show you guys on the quick text real fast. Just, well, that is so small. Okay, that's so much better. What happened to my N? Right here, you read it obviously regular without obviously the N. But when you sublimate, you have to flip it. You have to mirror it, because when it prints, it's gonna be like on it, you get me? It doesn't sublimate and go through the paper. So like you have to sublimate. So like when it goes like this is the back of the case, and then the front, it'll have the name correctly. And it all obviously goes the same thing with images. So with this, I have to actually flip this, and his little thing's gonna go that way. So when I print it, boom, it'll go back this way. Now it's ready to go. I already sized it and everything. So now just file, print. From here, obviously it's showing which printer it's going to, and then I have to do a matte paper, and that gives it to the best quality printing. And let me show you guys something else really quickly. Okay, when you want to print on sublimation, you have to use sublimation paper. You can't use, well, you could use regular paper, but it loses a lot of quality, it loses a lot of color. So you just don't want to do it. I would say don't do it. If you want a good project, especially because I'm not doing it for myself. If it was something for myself, and if I'm just printing for myself, then you know what, I wouldn't care. If I didn't have sublimation paper, then I would do some like regular paper. But these are for customers, these are for other people, this is for you guys. So I don't want to be just giving you guys like crappy little looks or whatever. So I have to use sublimation paper, and the one I use is a sublimation paper. There's a lot of different ones, but I just heard a lot of good things about this one. So you got to use sublimation paper. It just comes out so much better if you want to save that little extra buck, I guess, but it's not worth it. If you're going into something like this, you need it. You need to spend that extra little money to, you know, get the better project done. So I already put it into the printer, and then let me just confirm everything to print. When printing, you want to make the most space out of it. With each paper, let me just show you guys, you could print up to at least 3 cases, just to kind of show you guys like the very top, then middle, then bottom. And sometimes when I get cases, when I get when I get orders and it's like cases and pop sockets, I throw in the little pop sockets at the end, because like I said, like it could fit. And as much as it's a little expensive paper, just work around it and, you know, make the best out of it. Okay, so let me print this out for y'all. All right, so if y'all can see what I did, I pretty much just put it to the side so I could save this paper, because even at that, I could cut it after, and this paper I could save for another day. As well, every time you're printing, obviously this is going off, but what you want to also do is check your levels, make sure they're always filled. Like right now, the black is low, but you know, it's obviously still got a lot of ink, but you know, for the future, always know to refill it. And that's one thing, black is always gonna go more than any other color. But yeah, especially like how the image I'm doing right now, the whole background is black. Voila. Jeez. And see, this you save for another day. Little paper cutter, amazing. So hopefully you guys could kind of see from all the way over there. I don't know. So obviously this is the image, and now this is the little plate that you need to put, and it's gonna pretty much go down like this with the white down. Y'all see how that's gonna be? Boom, perfect. Now what I need to do is peel this off, and what I like to do is once I peel it, like y'all see, hold on. Y'all see that? That's the little plastic that I'm talking about. So once I peel it, I feel like I always like to just like peel it and leave it downwards so I don't get any little dust on it. And then from there, just directly put it on top. And then after that, another thing what is necessary is heat transfer tape. This won't melt in under all the heat that you're gonna put it through. You need it because regular tape will just mess up and it just won't work. So I like to corner. I like to tape each little corner right here. And then the last little tape, I just put right here. So once it's done actually being pressed, I could grab this tape and peel it off with no worries instead of like trying to rip off all the little corners. But you guys will see right now. So now this is ready to press. Just really quickly, just to cut off the little edges, make it a little simpler for myself. Okay, now I'm gonna turn this on, and it's gonna take a little while because this needs to get to 380 degrees. Each press is so different, so that's another thing that took me a little minute too, because I Googled what temperature should I press at and how long should I press at, because I have this set up to 380 degrees, and once I put it down, it's set for 50 seconds. But in the beginning, it was telling me, I think 350 for like 30 seconds or something. And the images were coming out like faded on the edges of the, like, let me show you. Like pretty much right here, it would be like faded on the little like corners and stuff. So then I put it for a little longer and it was coming out a little better. And then I finally put up the heat a little bit higher and then it was just coming out perfect. So I feel like this is like my setting. If somebody else has it a different way, go off, but this just works perfect for me. Another thing that I'm gonna do, just really quickly set this up. I'm gonna put actually a paper so it doesn't, remember you're working with ink. So I put a paper and then I put the sublimation plate and then I put another paper on top of that. Honestly, I run through a lot of regular paper, so yeah. And then
the Teflon sheet on top. And obviously I don't push it forward yet. Like I said, I need to wait for this to heat up to 380 and then I push forward and then press down. But yeah, let me just let it warm up first. Okay, so now can y'all see it's at 380. So I did add some extra, like I said, I had some odors. Oh my God. So I added those on top. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so now all I'm gonna do is push it in and then press this down. Now it's gonna run for those 50 seconds that I said, and then after that it'll just pop open. So let me set this down. Sheesh. All right, and like I said, pull it out. And this is still pretty hot, so just push that off. And see, this is why you put that paper on top, because this would have ended up on top of that. And the next time you want to press something, colors might mix, and yeah, so that's why I always do this. Now this, it's a little hot, so I just slowly grab it, slide it off. Sheesh. Actually, I'm not gonna show you guys these because let me just grab the one I need, AKA mine. And then literally just peel and sheesh. I like it a lot. This goes on top. And this is another thing I would kind of mess up too, because the amount of time where I would stick, and I'm just kind of try to show you guys, like it would stick kind of sideways or something because I'm like putting it wrong, and when it places all the way across it just would mess up. So that's a complete other thing too, where it's like you want to put it perfectly on top and it's hard because this is very sticky, and once you place it, it's on there, it's not coming off. So now what I do is I kind of push it into this little corner on top right here. This little corner I put it onto this corner, and I slowly bring it down, and voila. So now, boom, old case, boom, new case. What's good?
Remember earlier when I was talking about that I could put images on top of a case? Well, this image, I actually, was funny because I just did it, but I'm gonna show you guys, but I'm gonna kind of block off their images. So if you guys can kind of see, it's the case cielo, but I have two other images in front. So yeah, that's like a whole little custom thing that I did, and I think it came out amazing on top of cielo. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video, a whole little kind of behind the scenes. I'm sure there's a couple of things I probably missed, or you guys probably wanted to know a little more about. Maybe I'll probably, instead of do a YouTube video the next time, maybe I could just do a whole little live on my IG making, well, not on my IG, but on RIA cases. Yeah, there's obviously a lot of things that have to do with it, even with the whole packing and all that. But that's, I don't know, because that's kind of like showing the orders and addresses and all that. So I was just like, I don't know if I want to show that. But I feel like that was the whole main behind the scenes of making the cases. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, help me out, help me name this, because I don't know what to name it. The only thing too, like I said, it's all about learning like your lessons kind of thing, because at the very bottom it kind of left like a little white mark. I went a little low on, I went a little low on this where I should have gone just a little higher. So that's how I said that it's learning from your mistakes. So now I know from next time it's just that little more above, and boom, perfect case. But I still love it. I like it. I do like this one too, but this one's tight. This one's dope. Most likely you guys are gonna see this on Instagram in a minute, because I need to post that I just made this. That's tight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I gotta film more often because it was a good little minute since I filmed. But as well, if you guys want to see different cases, go ahead and check out riacases.com. I'm gonna have it down below. Hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one. Deuces.